Hello there guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and on this video tonight there's quite a few things to negotiate about. Obviously on the video that I did this morning, I obviously give you the news on Corentin Talisio from Bayern Munich, because obviously there has been reports, and these reports have been stemming from RMC Sport, and they have said that Manchester United have recently been in talks with Corentin Talisio's representatives over the possible move to Old Trafford in the summer transfer window. And reportedly, he is available for around £31 million, is Corentin Talisio. Corentin Talisio's agent has given his verdict on it, and he's, rubbished rumours linking Corentin Talisio with a move to Manchester United, and it also does mention that Inter Milan have also been in for the player, and that Corentin Talisio has found game time very, very difficult at Bayern Munich, obviously due to the amount of injuries he's had. I think Corentin Talisio's played around 68 times for Bayern Munich. He has got a contract with them until 2022. Bayern Munich purchased him from Lyon in 2017 for around £37 million, but could potentially rise up to £44 million with bonuses and that included. At the time Bayern Munich did get him, I think it was Bayern Munich's most expensive signing. I think now he's Bayern Munich's second most expensive signing, and he's 25 years of age, and he's predominantly a box-to-box midfielder. He was also very, very good during his time at Lyon. So these stories were coming out from RMC yesterday, so I negotiated with you about that this morning. You also know the ongoing situation with Jadon Sancho. I mentioned that as well this morning. Don't forget, Borussia Dortmund have come out and made an admission saying that they're losing patience with Jadon Sancho. Because don't forget, Jadon Sancho had recently been fined £8,000 for breaking lockdown rules. I think it was that haircut picture. And, Borussia Dortmund have said, they do want £150 million for Jadon Sancho. So they do remain ruthless over their valuation. They've remained ruthless over their valuation for quite some time of, Borussia Dortmund. Don't forget as well, Ole Gunnar Solsjaker, has recently been talking with Marcus Rashford about Jadon Sancho. But we've said quite a few times we are not willing to smash our transfer record for the player. But as it stands at the moment regarding Sancho, Man United have not yet put an offer in for Jadon Sancho. But Sancho's already revealed that, if he was to leave Borussia Dortmund, his preferred option would be a move to Manchester United. I don't see Jadon Sancho going to Chelsea. So that's what I negotiated with you about this morning. And obviously, my previous video that I did earlier on today, obviously, I give you the 7 reasons why I can't wait for football to return. Because obviously, Marcus Rashford is now back from his back injury. Also, too, we have now got Paul Pogba back from his ankle injury. So we have got a fully fit squad, for when the Premier League does resume. The Premier League does resume next week. And of course, we play Tottenham next Friday on the 19th of June. These 9 games remaining in the Premier League, and there's 92 games to play in all competitions. Like I said, another one of the reasons why I can't wait for football to return is, our continuous run. Because obviously, before the football season got suspended, we was in a good vein of form. Don't forget, we are unbeaten in our last 11 games in all competitions. I'm also looking forward to the FA Cup quarter-final. Obviously, we do play Norwich in the FA Cup quarter-finals and that. And like I said, the FA Cup is a priority for us. And so too is the Europa League, because that's a chance of us getting some silverware on the board under Solsjaker. And if we could win one of them, or at least, if we could win both them, or at least one of them, it would be a memorable first full season for Solskjaer, because we're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and of course we are into the last day of the Europa League. Another one of the reasons why I can't wait, like I mentioned also earlier on today, is the Champions League race. Don't forget, we are fighting for that top 4, because we do want qualification for the Champions League for next season. As it stands at the moment, we are sitting 3 points behind Chelsea. Don't forget as well, we are going to be playing at a new stadium. Obviously, Tottenham bought their ground for around £1 billion. I still think they are paying it off, by the way, are Tottenham. I think Tottenham as well recently taken a £175 million loan. But yeah, it's going to be our debut at Tottenham's new ground, because we obviously haven't played there before, and there's obviously going to be a lot of games live on television. So these are the reasons I can't wait for the football season to resume and that. So that's what I've negotiated with you about on my previous videos today. But on this video, I'm obviously going to be giving you some latest news on Donna van der Beek from Ajax. I've obviously been keeping you up to date of what's been going on with him on a regular basis. Then I am going to be talking with you a bit more about Ole Gunnar Solsjaker. Going to be negotiating Ole Gunnar Solsjaker's new formation. And then I will delve into a few more things a bit later on in the video. So let's anyway give you the news on Donna van der Beek from Ajax. So, according to recent reports, Manchester United are now leading the race for Donna van der Beek. Now, the main explanations why we're leading the race for Donna van der Beek is because obviously, Real Madrid's finances, they have got financial issues, and, Real Madrid's, a lot of Real Madrid's players have had to take pay cuts. They've had pay cuts taken and that. And obviously, Real Madrid, did say that they do want to make signings in the summer transfer market. Real Madrid did sign around 6 players last summer and spent nearly £300 million. But looking to get more players in the summer transfer market, they're also looking to offload players as well. There has been stories coming out, quite a few times saying that Donna van der Beek has agreed a deal with Real Madrid, and it says Real Madrid are going to get him for around £49 million. But revert back to what I just said earlier on, we are now emerged as the favourites to sign him. I think it's recently said we have been in negotiations with Edwin van der Sar, who is the CEO of Ajax, because Edwin van der Sar came out recently and confirmed Manchester United's interest in Donna van der Beek. So we are planning to hijack Real Madrid's move for Donna van der Beek. And it recently did say that we have been in quite a few negotiations with Ajax over signing the player. Ed Woodward did say that he wants to get Donna van der Beek for around £36 million. So he wants to get him in a cut price deal. Now, obviously, up until this point, Donna van der Beek has spent the entirety of his career with Ajax. He joined Ajax's youth setup in 2008. And he was in Ajax's youth setup for around 7 years. Obviously, he broke into Ajax's senior squad in 2015. And since then, has become an integral part of Ajax's team as Donna van der Beek. I think he has made over 100 appearances for Ajax. I think Van der Beek's got a contract with Ajax until 2022. Donna van der Beek, was key for Ajax, getting to the Champions League semi-finals last season. And he was also key for them winning the Eredivisie title. Donna van der Beek is predominantly a box-to-box midfielder. Man United have been searching for a box-to-box midfielder. And he primarily plays as a number 6. And he is only in his early 20s, so he is still very, very young. But £36 million is a cheap solution, and, £49 million is a cheap solution. But these reports have been stemming from the Netherlands, saying, Man United are in for him, and, we are now leading the race for the player. Edwin van der Sar did recently put out a warning, though, saying that Ajax players will not go on the cheap. So basically what it means is Ajax, will demand the full amount for their players of what they're worth. Ajax have lost quite a few of their imperative players in recent years. Don't forget they lost Frankie de Jong to Barcelona. They also lost Matthijs de Ligt last summer to Juventus and that. And I've said before, haven't I? Ajax have got one of the best youth academies in the world. But maybe we have got an element of concern about recommending Donna van der Beek in, because I think some Manchester United fans believe that Donna van der Beek has got too many similarities to Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. But that's probably only the element of concern and that. But yeah, I'd definitely take Donna van der Beek at Manchester United, if the opportunity is there. I think, we'd get the best out of Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, with Van der Beek in our midfield. So yeah, so that is the latest news on him. Like I confirmed with you, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes' positions have now been changed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like I mentioned on my video yesterday. Obviously, Paul Pogba is going to be our next number 10. But like I said, Paul Pogba has been deployed as a number 10 several times during his Manchester United career. So obviously, that means Pogba will be playing just behind the central striker, and he will be playing in front of Bruno Fernandes. And obviously, McTominay will be the holding midfielder. But I did say, didn't I? Our first choice midfield trio will be Pogba, Fernandes, and McTominay. Fred will probably play instead of one of them so often, like I mentioned, because Fred, needs to keep getting game time, because I think he's done very, very well this season under Solsjaker's Fred. And Matic, he was in a good vein of form before the season got suspended. I think he'll still get his chances, Matic, but I think he'll drop to the bench, and all of that. Fernandes, of course, is going to play as the number 8. United fans have got different verdicts on this. Some United fans do feel as though Fernandes should stay in the number 10 because that's his predominant position and you get the best out of him in the number 10. And Paul Pogba should play in the number 6 or the number 8. But I think, Solskjaer has now made that decision. He really, really hasn't now. But Donny van der Beek, is not only the midfielder, that's been on our agenda. Obviously, Jack Grealish, he's another midfielder on our agenda. Jack Grealish is our number 1 priority target for the summer transfer window now. Obviously, our number 1 priority target for a long, long time was Jadon Sancho, but now all of a sudden it is Jack Grealish. Of course, Jack Grealish is a cheaper solution than Jadon Sancho on that, But, maybe there's a chance, we could sign Jack Grealish. Obviously, there was stories coming from Sky Sports not too long ago saying that, Man United's interest in Jack Grealish depends on Aston Villa's survival. So if Aston Villa were to survive, they would be willing to sell him. Or if they do get relegated, then, they would be reluctant to sell him. Reportedly, if Villa get relegated, we could get Jack Grealish for maybe around 40 or 50 million pounds. I think we was hoping to get him around them figures anyway. But Villa, did say that they do want around 80 million pounds for Jack Grealish, so they do remain ruthless over their valuation. If they avoid relegation, then Villa could get maybe 70 or 80 million, but maybe we've got strong reservations about paying 80 million pounds for the player and that. We've got reservations about that. Maybe we have. Obviously, up until this point, Jack Grealish has spent the entirety of his career with Aston Villa. He's been at Villa for several years. He's been in their senior squad since 2014. So this has been Grealish's 6th season in Aston Villa's senior squad. But since he broke into their senior squad, he has become an integral part of their team. Grealish has still got a contract with Aston Villa until 2023. We've already revealed that Grealish is our preference over James Maddison. The few main explanations why is our preference over James Maddison is because, he's more versatile than Maddison. His stats throughout the course of this season have been better than Maddison's. And, that's why. Plus, he's a cheaper solution. Grealish just now feels as though he's too good for Villa. And Aston Villa, cannot match his ability in that. So yeah, now he is our number 1 priority target. And, we can double Jack Grealish's wages in that. And Grealish can play as an attacking midfielder and he can also play as a winner in that. But there has been a few clubs in for him. Another midfield that's been in our agenda, and that's Kai Havertz. Obviously, Chelsea are now planning to sign Kai Havertz and that. Obviously, Chelsea have done good business so far. They really, really have. But like I said on my recent videos, Chelsea, Man United are looking to make transfer moves to compete with the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool and that, But yeah, they got Hakim Ziyech in February, did Chelsea for around 38 million. Obviously, they're on the verge of getting Timo Werner, so that's going to be Frank Lampard's second sign as Chelsea boss. They have, like I said, put a bid in of around £75 million for Kai Havertz. Obviously, Ben Chilwell is Chelsea's number 1 priority target in that. He's from Leicester, and Chelsea have recruited quite a few players from Leicester. They got N'Golo Kante from Leicester, and they also got Danny Drinkwater from Leicester. So there you go and that. So yeah, so now let's delve into the news on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So let's go through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's new formation, because I've got an idea, of what formation Solskjaer's going to go with against Tottenham. Probably got an idea of what formation he's going to go with for the remainder of the season. I think he's either going to go with a 4-2-3-1 Solskjaer, because he's actually, been going with the 4-2-3-1 formation a lot this season. But from my own perception, we don't really look expansive with that 4-2-3-1 formation. I think we look more expansive with three at the back, to be quite honest with you. But I don't think he'll go with three at the back. I think he'll either go 4-2-3-1 or he will go with a 4-3-3. Solskjaer quite a few times has gone with that 4-3-3 formation. I think Solskjaer went a lot with that 4-3-3 formation in that 3-month period when he was the interim manager. But I think he'll probably go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. So there you go. So I think Solskjaer has worked out his new formation. I think Solskjaer as well has got an idea of what 11 he's going to go with against Tottenham. I think Solskjaer probably does know now our best 11. I've already given you Manchester United's best 11 now. I've already given you my starting 11 prediction for the game against Tottenham next week. I already have done that. I think we'll go with David De Gea in goal. This would be in a 4-2-3-1 formation. And Wan-Bissaka at right back, because of course Wan-Bissaka is our first choice right back. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof as a centre-back partnership. Lindelof, of course, though, now is facing competition from Beek and Tuanzebe because they're now back, of course. I think Luke Shaw will remain our first choice left back, so he'll be playing at left back, Luke Shaw. Obviously, Brandon Williams has done well at left back, but he's still inexperienced at the moment. The midfield, the two in midfield, obviously, will be two in midfield will be McTominay and Bruno Fernandes. Then obviously, you'd have Paul Pogba in the number 10. Then Martial on the left, Daniel James on the right, and Marcus Rashford up top. So that's the 11 I think, he could go with in the game against Tottenham and that, So there you go. And another bit of news I want to give you on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's biggest test at Manchester United is the new season. That is definitely a big test for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because we do know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be at the football club next season. And obviously, next season, Solskjaer is going to have, many expectations to exceed. And next season, we do expect to enjoy a better season, than what we've enjoyed for the vast majority of this season. Because, this season, we have enjoyed our worst start ever to a Premier League season and that. But, I hope, we can do well next season. Like I said, if things don't work out next season, that's when I would, Applejack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But it depends, basically, on how we do in the summer transfer window. Are we going to get the right calibre players into the football club? I believe, we can get the right players in the summer transfer window. Because, like I've said, the vast majority of our, rivals are not even going to be in the transfer market by the looks of it. Probably City aren't going to be in it. Manchester City have got loads of money. They have got loads of money in that of Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola spent a lot of money at City, since he became City manager. But obviously, City had to pay 25 million in February. They got fined 25 million. For obviously breaking financial fair play rules, and they got banned from the Champions League for the next 2 seasons, did Manchester City. Obviously, they appealed against the decision. I think we know the outcome next month of what's happening, with that 2-year European ban and that. But yeah, obviously, Manchester City appealed against the decision. I heard that Liverpool probably won't be making any signings in the summer transfer window. They won't make any Galactico signings. Daniel Levy at Tottenham doesn't like to spend money. Arsenal, they've had players taking wage cuts, so Manchester United can definitely benefit from this. Solskjaer has already revealed his plans for the summer transfer window. Anyway, he's already revealed his plans. He wants to make around 3 signings or 4 signings, because he believes we need around 3 or 4 signings to become title contenders next season. This is, what he does believe, because this has been the 7th season now we have failed to mount any kind of title challenge up. So that just indicates how inconsistent we have been in the last 7 years or so. And we haven't won the Premier League since 2013. So the last time we won it was in Alex Ferguson's last season. And Solskjaer's already identified the areas in the squad where he does want to strengthen up. Obviously, he wants to recommend a right winger in. He wants to recommend a midfielder in. There's still reports saying that he wants to recommend a centre half in. even though we have got a lot of centre-halves in the team, obviously, we've got Harry Maguire and Vitz Lindelof that are our first-choice centre-halves. You've obviously, got Bay and Tuan Zebe that are our backups. Obviously, you've got Phil Jones in there. Foster Mensah, he can play as a centre-half as well. I heard that, we could be giving Foster Mensah a new deal. He's one of the backups. Obviously, Small and Rojo, they're out on loan at the moment. So we have got a lot of centre-halves in the team and that. So let's just put that into the equation. I don't think we're no longer interested in recommending a striker in at the moment. Maybe we're interested in getting a striker in maybe in, then maybe next year or the foreseeable future. But I think the main explanations why we're not interested in recommending a striker in at the moment is because Solskjaer wants to see how Mason Greenwood develops, because I think Mason Greenwood's enjoyed a very, very good season. This has been his first full season in the senior squad. And plus, don't forget the other week, Odi Nagalo extended his loan at the football club, until the end of January 2021. We paid Shanghai Shenhua just over £10 million to extend his loan. And Igalo did well before the football season got suspended and that. But now his starts may be limited because obviously, Marcus Rashford is now back from injury and that. He's now back from injury. But we've got a lot of good attacking players anyway, like I mentioned. Overall, Rashford's one of our best players. Martial's done very, very well under Solskjaer. Don't forget, Solskjaer did recently say that, Martial's enjoying his best season as a Man United player. And he says, Martial's been better under his guidance than Jose Mourinho's and that. And I've got to agree on that aspect, to be quite honest with you. I think one of the best seasons Anthony Martial enjoyed was his debut season under the Louis van Gaal era, and that when we did get him as a 19-year-old. Martial's now into his 5th season at the football club. We did pay around £36 million in for Monaco. I think it did say potentially rising up to 57 or 58 million based on goals and achievements. But as you all know, this season Martial has been playing in that number 9 role. And to be fair, he's looked very effective in that central position. But basically, we are looking to sign players, that will be in Solskjaer's image and his coaching staff. Solskjaer, of course, still wants to continue the policy of recruiting young British talents to Manchester United like he did do last summer and that. And I think a lot of people do like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's transfer strategy, but it is a transition period, and it has been a transition period for a while, and Solskjaer revealed at the beginning of the year he's hopeful that we can get through this transition period and all of that. But Solskjaer has been at the football club now 18 months, so he has been here a year and a half, including, the 3 months when he was the interim manager. I think he's still got around 2 years left on his contract and that. I think Solskjaer's been permanent Manchester United manager for around 15 months. And that, so there you go. Solskjaer obviously knows that he's got the backing of Ed Woodward. He's obviously also got the backing of the Glazers. Ed Woodward said on quite a few occasions this season that Solskjaer's job is safe and all of that. Don't forget Ed Woodward was talking the other month, and he did say that we will remain competitive in the summer transfer market. But he did say the other month as well that we won't do business as usual in the summer transfer market. So he basically ruled out big transfers to Manchester United and that. There were stories coming out the other week saying that we had taken a £140 million loan from our £150 million revolving credit facility to help us through the coronavirus crisis and to help us get the right calibre players into the football club. As you all know, our net debt is £429 million, or just over £429 million, because quite a few weeks ago it did confirm that our debt had risen up by almost £130 million. Don't forget Solskjaer has recently, said that he will avoid buying rotten apples in the summer transfer window. So he will not tolerate any rotten apples in his squad, and he recently warned our players about this. So there you go and that. Like I said, players are going to leave Manchester United in the summer transfer window. So we are going to generate money there. We're going to get rid of at least 5 players in the summer transfer window. I think we're going to get rid of Jones. We're looking to get rid of Smalling, Rojo and Sanchez on permanent transfers. We're looking to get rid of Jesse Lingard. We're also looking to get rid of Andres Pereira and that. By the looks of things at the moment, it's looking like that Angel Gomez is going to be leaving the football club. So players are going to depart Manchester United. But to be fair, Solskjaer has got rid of a lot of the dead wood since he got recommended into the football club. I think we have seen a total of 19 players depart the football club since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got recommended in and that, you know. But I have taken positives from Solskjaer's tenure so far, like I mentioned. He has promoted the youth very, very well, because the young players have been given their chances. But there again, some young players have, found game time very, very difficult. Our record against the Big Six sides this season's been very, very good because we've taken 17 points against the Big Six sides this season, which is also a positive. And yeah, so there's definitely no positives to take. Definitely positive to take. There's definitely no positive to take from his tenure so far. There really, really isn't that. But like I said, there's decisions that Man United have got to make. Obviously, left back. I think probably Luke Shaw's going to remain our first choice left back. David De Gea is going to remain our number one goalkeeper. He has been our number one goalkeeper for several years. Obviously, Angel Gomez, we've got to make a decision on his future. Like I've mentioned, we've more or less now resolved Paul Pogba's future at the football club and that. But there you go. But yeah, really, really looking forward to the game against Tottenham next week. Obviously, like I mentioned, Solskjaer's looking to beat Jose Mourinho for the second time as a manager. And because he's already overcome Jose Mourinho once, and Solskjaer's looking to beat, Tottenham for the third time as a manager because, so far Solskjaer's overcome Tottenham twice. But it will be really, really interesting to see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer approaches that game against Tottenham. Good news is, from our perspective, is that Dele Alli next week will be missing the game because Dele Alli will be missing the game because Dele Alli has been given a one-game suspension from the FA for them offensive coronavirus social media posts. So he's going to be missing the game. But I think prior to that, Tottenham, I think, have got a fully fit squad, so I don't think they've got any injuries. Tottenham, they've obviously got Kane back. They've also got Human Son back and that. But I think we can definitely beat Tottenham. Tottenham are not good now. Like I mentioned, Tottenham made a mistake by recommending Jose Mourinho win. Obviously, they shouldn't have got rid of Mauricio Pochettino. Pochettino did enjoy 5.5 years with Tottenham. Tottenham did sack Pochettino last year. Tottenham have signed some players since Jose Mourinho got recommended in. Obviously, they got Jedson Fernandez, Steven Bergwijn, Giovanni Lo Celso permanently from Real Betis. There's other players that they've recruited in recent years who, of course, they got under Pochettino. And that Pochettino spent quite a bit of money at Tottenham. They got Sessegnon. They got Tanguy Ndombele, didn't they get him under Pochettino, if I'm right? They got Serge Aurier, they got Davinson Sanchez, I think, around 3 years ago. So Tottenham have recruited good players in, but they've also let quite a few of their imperative players go. Back in January, of course, they let Christian Eriksen go after he endured 7 years with Tottenham. They also let, Danny Rose go and all of that. They have got good attacking players, but Tottenham seem to be nothing without Kane and Human Son. But, they are now back anyway. I think Lucas Moura's had a really, really good season for Tottenham. Of course, Tottenham want to get top 4 so they can get qualification for the Champions League. They're no longer in the Champions League now. Tottenham, they're out. Obviously, they're not in the FA Cup. So they can't win anything in terms of silverware. And I think if, Tottenham don't win out next season, that's when Harry Kane will depart the football club, and quite a few of their other top players will depart as well. So let's just put that into the equation and that. But like I said, I think, we can continue where we left off and that. Hopefully we can do that. Maybe, Solskjaer's job will be under more pressure, if we was to fail to get qualification for the Champions League. So there you go. These some contract renewals we've got to sort out, by the way. We have got around 9 players' contracts that are due to expire next year, so this is something else we do need to resolve. But to be fair, a lot of players' contracts have been extended since Solskjaer came into the football club and that. United fans, have got different verdicts on Solskjaer. Some United fans think he's the right man and he's the foreseeable future for the club. And some United fans don't think he's the foreseeable future. And we need to recommend a manager in who will suit the strappings of the club, a manager at the top level. prime example like a Jurgen Klopp or a Pep Guardiola, but time will tell with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and that. But he does deserve more time because not every manager, does settle in straight away. So let's just put that into the equation. You already know my reservations about Solskjaer. He's inexperienced as a manager. Man United is the third club in his managerial career. Because obviously, before he was at us, he was at Molde, won a couple of Norwegian titles with Molde, and before he was at Molde, he was at Cardiff. Obviously, he enjoyed a very, very short tenure with Cardiff, but the main explanation why he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting Cardiff relegated and that. And I think Solskjaer's approach to the games against lower opposition have got to improve because for the vast majority of this season, we haven't been good against lower opposition and we've dropped far too many points throughout the course of this season, But there you go. And I've seen improvements under Solskjaer. Like I mentioned, we've improved in the transfer market under him. Solskjaer's got the players that I wanted to recommend in. So far Solskjaer's recommended 5 players into the football club and spent just over £200 million. He's made 4 permanent signings because, of course, he did get Odin Igalo on loan. There's definitely no players that have improved under Solskjaer as well. But Solskjaer did reveal a while back, what he's changed at Manchester United since he replaced Jose Mourinho back in December 2018 and that. But in reality, reflecting on, the amount of money we've spent in the last, 7 years or so on players, we should be in Liverpool's position, because you've got, obviously, Liverpool who are top of the Premier League, 25 points clear of Man City, need 2 wins, to clinch their first ever Premier League title, and they've spent nowhere near as much as, we've currently spent. In the last 7 years, we've spent close to the £1 billion range on players and that, like I said, Moyes, he brought 2 players in, he brought Fellaini and obviously, Juan Mata in, Van Gaal brought a lot of players in as well. He brought the likes of Falcao in, Depay, Schneiderlin, Sebastian Schweinsteiger. We've got Romero on a free, Martial and Shaw still leave from the Van Gaal era. He brought Di Maria in and all of that. So Louis Van Gaal brought a hell of a lot of players in. Jose Mourinho, he brought a hell of a lot of players in as well. And the vast majority of these players are Jose Mourinho's. There's only a few players that have left, who Jose Mourinho, of course, brought in and that, But we have been playing catch-up for the last 7 years or so, as you all know. But yeah, so that's everything to update today, guys. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again. And as you all know, just a reminder, we do play West Brom in 2 friendlies tomorrow. We were supposed to be playing Stoke earlier on this week at Carrington, but obviously, the Stoke manager, Michael O'Neill, he got tested positive for coronavirus, so this is, why he did get called off. So anyway, drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, like I mentioned, and take care, God bless, and I'll see you guys all again tomorrow.